Hey parents, if you're Christians, there's no higher calling on your life than to make disciples out of your children. Teach them how to follow Jesus. Your greatest accomplishment on earth will be to teach them to fall in love with Jesus and to follow him all of their lives. Now, Jesus gives us an important tip about how to accomplish this, and it has to do with our giving. Matthew 6, Jesus said this, "Don't store up treasures here on earth where moths eat them and rust destroys them and where thieves break in and steal. But store up treasures in heaven where those things don't happen." And look at what he says in verse 21. He says, "Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be." See, Jesus is saying this. Pay attention to that last verse. He says, your heart follows your money. Where you invest, where you give is where your heart will go. So first off, if you want to love Jesus, parents, you have got to be a giver. Your discipleship, your pursuit of God affects your pocketbook. Jesus said a few verses later, "No one can serve two masters. You will hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." So parents, don't be fooled into thinking that you can love both money and God. Don't pretend that Jesus is your priority if stuff really is. Look at how you spend your money. Look at whether you give or not. Listen, your kids won't be fooled. So be givers. Be radically generous toward the kingdom of God and let your kids know about it. Make sure that they know that you're investing in your local church and other Christ-centered ministries and missionaries. The more you give to Jesus, the more you'll love Jesus. That's what Jesus is saying here. The more you give to the kingdom, the more you'll love him because your heart follows your treasure. And listen, the same thing is true for your kids. If you want your kids to love Jesus, they need to be givers to the kingdom. Jesus' words, not mine. And your kids won't be givers if you're not givers. And so not only will your heart drift from the Lord, but your kid's heart will drift from the Lord. So parents, be givers if you want your kids to love Jesus.